Hey everybody! It's Wednesday night and it's time for Super Geeked Up. Hey, sorry, there was a little bit more of a delay until we went live there. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Jeff. This is your live geek pop culture show. We talk geek topics, play fun geek-themed improv games. I'm joined as always by my co-host Fernandez.
It was a little, I was like, we were just sitting here, like, what's going on? I guess we're just gonna hang out and let the internet do its thing.
And we are here joined by an awesome horror writer. It is Sephera Giron.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I was practicing her name. I think I got it mostly right.
You did great.
Thank you.
Get an A.
Yeah. So welcome to Sephera. She's actually shout out to Cecilia who referenced us to her. She was on our show a few weeks ago, and hopefully she'll be in the chat later. Watch it. And so we'll talk about Sephera's books later on in the show. It's a lot of cool stuff. As you can see, she also likes to live in an evil lair of skulls. And we're gonna let's see what else we're gonna do. Oh, we're gonna do super movie pitch today. We're gonna do one true pairing. Those are fun games. We're gonna talk. Well, Deadpool Wolverine, of course, is about to come out, but we're gonna talk about other heroes that we want to put together in a movie. But first, we have a different geeky question for you. Francis has it for us.
That's right. Sephera here is a horror writer. Horror, not horror. Horror, not horror. So we want to know who do you think is the scariest horror villain or horror villain?
Scariest horror. Scariest horror or horror villain.
Yeah.
You want me to answer? Or
yeah, you go first. You're a guest. Sure.
Okay. There's so many, but I'll say that when I was a teenager in the 70s, so I have lots to pick from. I saw the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Alien at the same night in a double feature. They
was
both
it a drive-in?
No, it wasn't. It was actually a little movie theater in London, Ontario.
Oh, they did double features. That's cool.
Yeah. And I was terrified by the time I walked out of there. So I would say, oh, hi, Cecilia.
There's the aforementioned Cecilia Copeland. Thanks so much for being here.
So I would think it's probably Leatherface, followed by the Alien. But I also was thinking for later ones, Pinhead. He's scary. But also in the 70s, I must say, even though I'm a Star Wars nerd, Darth Vader, before he got all lovey and comfortable and on a Christmas tree, he terrified the hell out of me that the first 23 times I saw Star Wars in that year it came out. So
yes, I'm jealous you all got to see it in theaters, man. That's what it
before they fucked with it. Yeah. Oh, are we allowed to swear? I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. We swear all the time. All right, those are great choices. Is there a specific name for the alien in Alien? Or is it just called Alien?
It's a xenomorph.
Xenomorph, thank you. That's what
that's it. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It doesn't actually morph into anything, right?
It does. It morphs from the little face hugger into a xenomorph.
Well,
it just grows up, right?
But does it have to bury into someone or no to do that?
It does. People are the incubators, I think. I'm blurry. Oh well.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, maybe it'll fix itself.
It'll probably auto.
Did you try turning your camera on and off and on?
It doesn't work that way, sadly.
No.
But go on anyway. Yeah, no,
aliens coming.
I know. My hands will be clear as day. It thinks I'm here. No, but they gestate in a human body and then the chest bursts.
Hey, that worked when you did this.
You burst it back.
See, when it burst out of you, you became clear.
And then aliens happen, and then aliens are a thing.
So is it the face hugger that burrows into someone? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either. This is from someone. Okay, so this is just
like in what 1979.
79, right? 79, right? Yeah.
Or was it 79 or 74?
Someone in the chat tell us. All right. Well, Carrie has a different answer in the chat. Carrie actually I think is going to share my answer.
79.
Yeah, Freddie K is the scariest, not so much because of how he's portrayed, but because of how he attacks. He catches you in your sleep at your most vulnerable. There is no escape. I agree with this, Carrie. I think Freddie is the scariest because that reason. Also, I am ridiculously creeped out by how he looks. I actually have never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and I never will.
You've never seen one?
I actually do not like horror movies. I mean, there's some I like, but most of those ones I do not like, and I won't. I can't take them.
He looks like that because he was burned.
Yeah, he was burned alive.
Yeah, he was burned alive in a
Poor
fire.
guy.
Oh, is that the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
Wait a
his
minute.
skin is the way
Why
it
does
is.
he take it out on innocent people, or are they the ones who burned?
He's getting revenge on the townsfolk who burnt him on their children. I think that was the original.
Oh, why did they burn him on purpose?
Oh no, he was the janitor. Didn't he like do something bad and then they all came and got him, or was he innocent and then they burned him alive, or I don't know. It's one of those.
So this is their children. He's trying to get revenge on.
No, yeah, and then it just peters out over multiple movies, and I don't know if anyone remembers that anymore.
The first movie, it's like teens he goes after, right?
Much, I think they were all
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. That was his first movie. Yeah.
Johnny Depp does not survive where he does.
No, he gets sucked into the bed.
Sucked into the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Hello, by the way, Pierre, listeners mate, Chaz, Carrie, Cecilia, Josh was in the chat. But actually, Pierre, Cecilia was our guest a few weeks ago. Actually, she referenced us to Sephera, so thanks to her.
Yeah, you go watch Cecilia's playback thing.
But maybe first time in the chat, I suppose, watching someone else, you could say. The Blob, listeners mate says, not the one from the 48 film, but the one from the 88 version.
You know what? That when I used to see the commercials for those, like in the 70s, and now and again they'd show a commercial on TV for it, even though it was made long before. It was terrifying because it's a blob.
Wait, right. The Thing is the one that can impersonate other.
Right? The dog with the face.
Yeah. Let's see here. So Chaz, but first of all, he says hello to everybody. Hello, Chaz. Thanks for being here. The xenomorph, all their species can incubate the xeno egg, and the xeno steals and incorporates genetic info from the host.
Okay, we were trying to puzzle that out.
Thank you, Chaz. Raiders of the Lost Ark. The snake scene is the only movie to give me nightmares. Well, you're with Indy then, because he hates snakes as well. You know what? It's actually Temple of Doom that I can't stand when they're in with all the insects. Oh, that creeps me out so much.
Kalima.
Yeah, the insects would be worse than the snakes.
I think they actually did that too, right? Yeah, it had to be. Those are like all real bugs. It wasn't like there was CG back then.
I think so, yeah.
So gross.
Just like in Creepshow with all those cockroaches, that one scene.
Oh, God. Let's see here. I'm with you, Tammy. I don't do horror either. Cecilia says, Freddy was bad, but transferred into dreams after they burned him.
Yeah.
Okay. He was like a bad guy, I guess, before that, she's saying. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, so mine's Freddy. We got who would you had? Leatherface, and
I guess I think Leatherface probably. Yeah. And I'm never going to Texas, man. Ever.
Original.
Many reasons.
Original Darth Vader was the other. It was the other one.
It was a tie between original Darth Vader or Leatherface, but Leatherface is based on a true story, so that is terrifying.
That is Francis. What do you got as your scary horror villain?
Well, there are many horror television shows and movies that feature zombies and the undead, and they all have a very common enemy, which is regular human people. Are
you saying regular people are the worst horror villain?
Yeah. Because they're terrible. They're always the worst. They're always terrible. Right?
Okay, hang on. Are you saying that they're worse than the zombies?
Yeah, because the zombies don't know what they're doing. The zombies are just running off of instinct, right? They want to eat a brain or whatever. They want to eat your flesh. It's all. They don't think about it. They just have to do it. But man, oh no, man will throw you into a pit of zombies to get the upper hand, or knock you out of a safe place to make sure they survive.
He'll speak like that as he does it.
Yeah, they'll do all that stuff. I mean,
it is true in zombie movies. Generally, everyone's worst instincts comes out.
Yeah. Or like what was it? Oh God, not the play. The Purge. The Purge is.
I haven't seen any of those, but yes, I know the concept.
Yeah. So it's like that one.
Yeah, you talk about not wanting to see movies. The Purge to me is too terrifying to watch that series.
Because it
feels too real. So I've never seen any of them. I've seen the trailers and went, no, not for me.
Is that supposed to be like a certain city or the whole country?
The whole country.
Is this supposed to be the United States?
In
the future?
In the future. Near future. Like.
All right. So everybody gets one night to do whatever they want. They can't be arrested.
No crime. Yeah. All crime is permitted for one night only.
Like 24 hours or just at night?
I think it's just the nighttime.
Oh, right. That'd be ridiculous to let it happen during the day.
Well, I don't know. Well, they wear masks anyway, so it's day or night.
They wear masks. Why do they wear masks? They can't be prosecuted.
Yeah, but what if you
maybe because then somebody will get retribution against them?
Yeah, the next time the purge happens.
Is it one day? Oh, every year this happens?
I think it's once a year, yeah.
And how many movies are there?
Yeah. There's like 6 of them.
I think there's like 6 or 7 now, yeah.
Holy
God,
so
many purge movies. Yeah.
Carrie says, I do like France's answer. People are the worst.
People are the worst.
He says the second scariest antagonist is the cat. The cat that jumps up from a hiding place to scare the bejesus out of folks. They let the guard down, then the killer strikes. That's true. The jump scare.
Yeah, the cat does the cat is very popular for the jump scare. That's true.
I watch true crime all the time, but won't watch The Purge. Tammy's with you.
Okay, see, I watch true crime all the time too. United in our lack of purging.
Because true crime is like a person, like one person usually, or maybe a couple people. But like the purge is like everybody, right? So it's a little scary.
Wait,
because
not
it's everyone.
Everybody in the movie, isn't there? Are there some people that are actually nice?
Well, when I mean everyone, I mean like it's a larger I suppose you concentrate on like one person in true crime usually, who's murdering a bunch of people. It's like a ton of different people.
But I'm assuming in the purge, there's some like people to root for that are trying not to get killed.
Well, the first one was he was the main guy was trying to protect his family in his house. Like usually all houses get sealed down, but this one, for some reason, they were out during the purge and like, we gotta get back. Ah!
Why would they go out?
I don't know.
It's like Will Smith and what the heck is it? I Legend.
He
had his house all rigged that it was like, in case the vampire zombies.
Earth 2 or whatever it was.
No, that's not. No,
not the Shyamalan movie. Oh,
no, I Legend, the one where he's
I Legend. Yeah.
It's like the vampire one. He's the only one with like who can try to cure it.
Yeah.
And he has a dog with him. Yeah, but his house is all rigged like to seal up like that.
It's amazing. It's Home Alone. Yeah, it's Home Alone on crack.
But yeah, I don't think Macaulay Culkin's. Well, his marbles probably would trip up the zombie. I don't know if that's going to stop him.
He blow torches a guy. He hits him with bricks. He like practically kills him if it wasn't a cartoon. He's brutal.
I don't know if he'd be able to survive the purge. That was what I'm saying. Oh, all right. Well, all right. Good.
I totally think. 100%.
Kevin. What's
Kevin McAllister?
I don't know. He was an American Horror Story, not as Kevin, but he did pretty good.
All right.
So he may have learned enough being on that set to survive and got some new ideas.
Carrie says, finally, the vengeful fate, like the unseen force of death we get in the Final Destination movies, is an effective horror antagonist.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say too, one of my horror villain, the idea, the Overlook Hotel in The Shining.
Oh, Shining.
As a scary villain.
It's an entity.
And I went with the Darth Vader leather face.
Well, you got multiple choices. All good. Look at this. Everybody's agreeing with Francis. People in general are scary. I'm thinking on a macro level, he says.
Oh yeah. But I mean, but I'm thinking that like a lot of movies though are based on like The Strangers. Why are you doing this to us? Because you were here, and they're like it's terrible.
Oh, Cecilia likes your Overlook Hotel.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what Cecilia's holding in that picture. You have to tell me.
Is it an axe?
It's a crowbar.
It's like maybe a crowbar. It looks like she maybe working out at the gym. I don't know.
That's it.
It's like she's like doing.
I didn't have my glasses on, so it's probably Lizzie Borden.
The cat scene in Supernatural is classic and funny. Tammy says. Speaking of cats, I have not seen that, but I'll believe you.
Oh, right. Oh no! Last one.
Yes.
All right. Outside of People, there was a movie called Teeth. That is the scariest horror villain, Vagina Dentata.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
There's that.
I had forgotten about that, and I wish I still had.
And then we're getting into human centipede territory.
Yeah.
No. Please don't go any further. I can't
One of my
that.
favorite movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see here. The Burning Man movie. People are horrible. She
Oh
said.
yeah. But who's the villain in that?
Cecilia tells us she's on her roof. It's her fire escape.
Oh.
Okay.
So. I can. All right. Cool. All right. Cool pick. Sorry, that was a burning question I had to have answered. All right. Any other last villains we want to throw in there? Horror before we move on? Maybe I actually don't want you to say anything else, Francis, after you said teeth.
You know what? You know who's a real asshole is in Rosemary's Baby, her husband. He's the villain because he sold her to the devil.
Oh, yeah. I hate it when people do that.
Yeah. That's a human being an asshole.
Sharknadoes. Yep. That's my last one.
Tornadoes.
The
Sharknadoes?
Yeah. If Twisters has taught me anything, if Twisters has taught me anything, is tornadoes are the real villain.
All right.
But they bring people together.
But they don't know any better. They're just doing their thing.
That's true.
All right. I'll do this real quick. I don't want to get into this, but I saw Twisters on Thursday. I think you saw it on Friday, Francis.
I did.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I did.
No, I have not yet.
So I won't spoil
anything.
I won't spoil anything. It did blockbuster business.
It did.
Cool.
It did really well.
I think a lot of people are liking it, so I might be the only one. I have no idea how they made a movie about tornadoes so freaking dull. Like it was so.
Well, the first one was too.
I actually enjoyed the first one.
You were younger.
Wasn't that young?
You didn't have expectations.
I was still an adult. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, did you enjoy it, Francis, or what did you think?
It was okay. I mean, it was fine. It didn't. I think I liked it. I liked it for the most part. But I mean, I liked it more because of the characters more than I liked it about
they
the.
Much for me.
Yeah, I just liked them in general.
I mean, they're good actors, but
yeah. But there was no flying cow, so I was a little disappointed.
I honestly think the tornadoes look better in the original than this modern CG.
No way, really?
I thought they looked good. Like I didn't really get to see a full tornado. It was just like a big glob most of the time.
That's true.
Like,
they
were
that
doesn't
always
look cool to me. Just a big glob of wind doesn't look cool to me.
I guess.
I mean, I get it. It's so massive, but I want to see.
Okay. I'm glad you told me that.
I mean, you do see them a couple times. I'm not saying you never see the funnel, but I don't know.
I mean, think of the Wizard of Oz, and that's just a rug on a string they're moving around, and that's the scariest tornado in the world.
I was waiting for someone to go, it's a twister, you know, like in the movie, in Wizard of Oz.
It's also so weird to me that it has absolutely no connection to the original. Like, it's in the same universe, they say, but there is no cameos. There are no reference to any, except the Dorothy, the name of the thing. There's nothing. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a sequel that has absolutely no connection to its.
It's really a soft reboot more than it is a sequel. It's not really
but they're calling it that way. They're like acting that way, right?
But people love the sexy Glenn Powell. Okay, everyone loves.
I agree. He's a good actor. He's very sexy. I agree.
I thought maybe one of the storm chasers would be like the daughter or the son of one of the.
That would be a really easy thing to do.
Hunter or whatever.
But I don't know.
Well, the main character, the main actress is blonde, and you meet her mom, who's a brunette, who doesn't look anything like her.
I did. That's a more attorney, by the way. The mom. I was trying to figure out all movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Daisy Edgar Jones, who I like, but she's not blonde in real life, so I don't know why they did that.
But they could have They could have made it Helen Hunt because she was blonde.
Daughter, right?
Yeah. Because she was blonde. I'm like, oh, there you go, makes sense. But
strange.
I mean, you can't have a blonde child and not be blonde.
Or at the very least, because the dad wasn't there, they could have just had a picture of Bill Paxton somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, man. That would have been. I mean, obviously he passed away, but that would have been a nice ode to him, right?
I think though, Sephera, if you want to watch it, go watch it. I think I liked it.
Yeah, you should make your own.
I liked it.
Because I'm in the minority.
Oh, I'll be seeing it. I'll be seeing it in IMAX or D-Box or whatever the hell. Yeah. Depends what's
Yeah,
down.
watching D-Box. I want to know how it is.
Has anybody ever? The theater I went to has D-Box, but I don't really want to be.
Oh, I watch D-Box as much as I can. I love it.
How is
I'm an amusement park junkie, and
so
also
what is
like
it? Does it like
4DX.
shake you all around? Is that what it does?
So yeah, so D-Box it's your own chair, and it swirls around and goes back and forth and all that. Not a lot. Like you're not going to fall out. You don't need a seatbelt or anything. But and then there's 4DX, which the whole row is that, and then they like spray water in your face, and the fog comes in. And like Planet of the Apes, every time someone got, cremated, you could smell the burning ape.
Oh, great.
Like, oh, what's that?
This one is just going to spray water in your face the entire movie because it's just raining the
Tornado,
entire film. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was in Fantastic Beasts, the one that I guess the second or third one, whatever, the last one Johnny Depp
Secrets
did.
of Dumbledore.
So it was in England, so it's just raining. You're just getting misted constantly.
It's worth the extra dollars, huh?
I mean, I like it at amusement parks. I don't know if I want that in a movie.
I love amusement parks, and I
do too.
Like everything, like the IMAX, the 3D, all that stuff. I'm lucky.
I mean,
that I
Twister's the movie to do it in.
Okay, sure. I'll do that then.
If you're gonna do that. The connection was tornado, Little Twister Jr. That's what. Yeah, scary. They should have called it Twister
so the
Jr.
the big tornado gave birth to the baby tornado 30 years later.
I will say this movie seemed to be obsessed with bombarding us with tornado science knowledge, though.
Oh, really?
I didn't hate that. I didn't hate that.
It was a lot, though. Like, I don't really need that much sciencey nerd talk about tornadoes. Although I do like it in Star Trek. All right. Let's see here. I'm just looking here. Oh, back to the horror question. Listener May says he hears that the small world figures are creepy after hours. People see
there was a game and movie called Five Nights at Freddy's, which is based off of Chuck E. Cheese.
I saw that in what did we see it in 3D? It wasn't on D-Box or any of the fancy shit. Yeah.
I want to be sprayed with blood or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't want body parts. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's our quick little Twisters recap, folks, and horror villains. Now let's go on to Super Movie Pitch, our first game of the night. All right, so we need you guys in the chat, or if you're watching post, you can always throw in ideas for next time. Give us some kind of weird combination of, I guess, words that we can try to make a movie pitch out of. Like, I don't know, banana splits or unicorn day, or what else, Francis?
I mean, yeah.
Frog man, I don't know, whatever. Like, just something weird, some weird idea for a movie
that we can put into D-Box.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Something that will shake us around.
So while you're giving us those choices, though, something we'd like to highlight is today's poll.
Thank you. We would like to highlight that. So the poll question is, listen, man, I have to think all this up.
That's all right.
Thank you for reminding. I'll think it up and write it, and you remind me of it. That's
all right. That's good. Yeah, that's right.
The poll is, we do a poll on YouTube every week. What other hero should team up with Deadpool? Because we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine later on. Mm-hmm. Our choices are Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Thor, and Squirrel Girl. And She-Hulk is in the lead, 57%. Squirrel Girl, 29%. Spider-Man, 14%. No love for Thor. No, actually, Thor's in 12%. You just got to vote. Okay, he's got something. Actually, She-Hulk just went down to 50%. As I spoke, someone just voted. Good.
So I don't see the poll. So do I have to go over to YouTube on my phone and see that?
Yeah, if you bring up the video on YouTube, you should be able to see. You have to go to the YouTube page, though.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, good. We got some. Okay, we got some things here for the movie.
Okay, so I looked up how Twisters and Twister are connected.
I looked it up too, and it's nothing. But go
and ahead. There's nothing except for like Bill Paxton's son plays a cameo.
I saw that,
but not as his son.
No,
but like
I think he's just like an actor's
son,
just like a background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Delaney. Welcome. We're playing Super Movie Pitch, and we're doing. Oh, now let's do some pitches. All right. Wow. Okay. Cecilia gave us a whole bunch of words. Spinach, bricks, gremlins, ice age.
Oh,
Oof, okay.
normally
This will be a good challenge.
Okay, I got to pay attention. Sorry, I was looking. I
Yeah,
finally
don't worry.
found
You can vote
the.
later. It's fine. You're the
Okay.
guest. You don't have to vote.
you have till the end of the
Make
show.
sure I know what's going on.
Yeah, I got to the end of the show to vote, folks. All right.
All right. So what do we got
We
here?
have to make a pitch out of spinach, bricks, gremlins, and ice age. All right. So we've got we're gonna reboot the Gremlins franchise, okay? Because it's been a long time, right? Been since the 80s, right? Long time. Okay. Let's reboot it. But these gremlins, or these mogwai, is that what they're called when they're nice?
Mogwai was the name of the one gremlin.
Oh, do they have a name or no? When they're not. Well, anyway, I'll just call them gremlins.
They were gremlins, I thought. Am I
thought
wrong
they had a
about
different
that?
name. Anyway,
Oh,
so they had a different name. Anyway, whatever. It's not when they get. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's Ice Age. Ice Age.
oh, from Ice Age.
Nice.
I mean, I see the connection now.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Instead of getting wet, it's when these gremlins eat spinach, they turn into the crazy, gremlins that tear everything up and cause a ruckus. So it's a spinach, unlike Popeye, which gives them strength, it just makes them go crazy. So the spinach turns these gremlins, because they love spinach for some reason in this reboot. And Francis, what do these spinach eating gremlins do?
Well, they attempt to play basketball, but because they're so bad at it,
Okay.
all they keep hitting are bricks.
Right.
Miss after miss after miss. They can't seem to no matter how, the spinach does nothing for
No
their
Space Jam for them.
basketball. But no, not at all. So because they keep losing at basketball, they don't make it into the GBA. The Gremlin Basketball Association.
Right.
They couldn't make it in, which led to a great catastrophe, the Ice Age.
Okay, Sephera, how does the movie end?
So then they had to bring in Scrat as a ringer, and he said, "You're playing the wrong game. You need to play with the acorn of whatever."
They were too busy playing with the bee corn. I understand.
Yeah. And if you can dodge a brick, you can dodge a basketball. Dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge. So Scrat came in, and he's telling them what to do. And so they move on to victory with the magic acorn and their secret information that after they're practicing with those bricks, they got it going on. And the underdogs, the undergremlins, become the
champions of the Acorn League.
Victorious.
Good. That's a good happy ending.
They won second place.
Second place.
Yeah.
It's like I did. Said,
okay.
I want to take my medal off because it's really hot. So I won this. So we can give it to the gremlins now. Because I won the second place prize. I was just at a convention this weekend at Nikon. It was a horror convention, and we played Cards Against Humanity, and that's my prize. I got.
Oh, that's awesome!
Place.
That's a really cool. That's a nice medal.
Yeah, it is really nice. It's like actual, it's metal and everything. They didn't cheap out on that one. A lot of other things. No, I'm just kidding. But so I'm excited about. I've only played Cards from Against Humanity about 3 times. So then the gremlins can go on because now they're all ready to play Cards Against Cards Against Scrat. Gremlins against Scrats. That's what they do.
What horror con was it?
Pardon?
What horror con did you?
Nikon. This year was
like your knee or just
so I think
the camera.
No, not
the nights you say knee. No, it's I think it stands for Northeastern because it always used to be in Rhode Island for like 30 years or whatever, but then we got kicked off the campus because the campus went dry and there's too much drinking. So then they were trying to find other places, and then so this year we were in a new place which was very religious. It's pretty hilarious because there's like crucifixes all over the campus and Jesus hanging.
That's a very
around and
very appropriate environment for a horror convention. Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then we're playing things like Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, well, That's a
And
concept.
then I went and
says-
looked at the monk's graveyard at 4:30 in the morning. So that was fun.
Oh,
Everyone asked me
that's
how I got the
spooky.
gate unlocked, and I said, "What do you mean unlocked? I just walked in. Like I flipped the latch and went in." And they said, "But it was locked." And I'm like, "There was no lock on it when I saw it at 4:30."
Well,
Just like,
Interesting.
so I don't know. I was with 2 other people, but yeah. So like, Sephora, you can't go in. It's locked. I'm like, no, it's not. Ding.
they let
But
you
I've been
in.
known to have freaky things happen at night with ghosts and stuff. So
Carrie says, "Coked out spinach gremlins. I'm sold." All right, here we go. We got 1 viewer for our movie.
woohoo!
All right, let's do another super movie pitch from Tammy here. Roasty Toasty Camp Killer
Mm.
is the title. All right, Sephora, you want to kick us off? I'll put it back up. Roasty Toasty.
So a
Camp
bunch
Killer.
of horror writers, because I went to Camp Nikon, bunch of horror writers hopped a school bus because they were going to go to summer camp for horror writers convention. But on the way, they decided to stop at Lovecraft's grave, and but they couldn't find it, and they were going round and round Swan Point Cemetery, looking for his grave, and then someone saw something in the distance. And someone else can run with what that
Francis?
These horror writers saw a bunch of hippies in the distance roasting marshmallows over an open fire, and they're like, well, I want to join them. So they joined them at the fire, and they spend a night of revelry and fun. But what they didn't realize was those roasty toasty marshmallows had another idea. They were done being eaten. They were ready to eat back. So Jeff, what happened next?
Well, in a crossover, they formed the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man,
Oh, sure, yeah.
except it was like
course.
a burned version of him, or like a browned version of the Stay
yeah.
Puffed Marshmallow Man, because they've been toasted.
The toasty and roasty.
Yeah, a toasty Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. And he chases them through Lovecraft's graveyard, I guess we were in, or
Yes.
whatever,
Yeah, we're in the
Cemetery.
cemetery. Yep.
Mhm.
And he stomps through the cemetery after them, and horror writers, being so brave, they run screaming in fear.
Never.
Listen, I would run away if I saw
They-
my Stay Puft.
I think a horror writer would fight back.
I was going to
Sorry,
say
well,
the marshmallows strike back,
But the horror writers do come up with a ingenious idea at the last moment before they get crushed, which is what, Sephora?
They break out the Ouija board and they summon Lovecraft himself so that he can summon the elder gods. So the elder gods can come down and eat all the marshmallows.
Oh,
yum.
And then
I like that.
No, that's fine. I think
marshmallows.
that's a good ending.
Okay.
I mean, gods can eat the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They're gods.
I don't know.
All right, very good. Let's see here. Want to do one last one, Francis? Any of these you particularly like?
Chaos, just Chaos Tuxedo Baby. Oh no, we did one from Tammy already. Let's try something else here.
That is good, Tammy. Though that is great.
That is a good one. I like that one.
We got a couple from Chaz. We got
He makes
We do.
Tammy,
s'mores
we got
victims.
Carrie. We got
I like that.
Lister's mate. Wish I had some
Uh,
marshmallows. Cecilia
I
said.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
right?
good. We did actually. I guess we did do two. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the high pitched murder pixies.
Oh, right. High pitched murder pixies. Okay, Francis, you can kick us off this time.
All right. So the band the Pixies are touring
this a real
through.
This is a real band?
Yeah, the Pixies.
Yeah, there's a band called the Pixies.
Oh,
Where are
yeah,
they
they're-
from?
Were they
What
from?
decade? What decade? are they from?
Oh, 70s,
70s?
maybe 70s, maybe.
All right, thank you. I just need to place it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the Pixies, or what's left of them, I guess, are out and about touring around the globe, trying to promote their newest album about local serial killers, and their lead singer at one of their shows, when singing about one of these killers, when he hits one of those really high pitched notes, and all of a sudden the audience doesn't like it and they murder each other.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Well, I figured the high pitch can't murder them, so they'll murder each other. And he realizes he has the power to control people to want to kill. But does he use his power for good or evil? I don't know. Sephera, what does he do? What do the pixies do?
So are we with the band the Pixies?
We're with the band the Pixies.
And so that's the lead singer who's
Frank Black.
The lead singer has a high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
Okay. So they decided they had to get a little more discreet with their killing, because the reason why they're killing is because they needed to collect the souls to pay the pixie god so they could keep being making money as a rock band. So instead, with the high-pitched screaming, the ears all bleed out. And then when people go home, they bleed to death and then they die. And then so they're not all dropping dead at the concert at once. So nobody knows who did it. And then we have to be stealth with our pixie high-pitched murdering spree here, because the ultimate goal is to be the best rock and roll band in the universe. And so even though they're collecting other people's souls from their bleeding ears, there is a price that the pixies themselves must pay. And what is it, Jeff?
Yes. The price is they must listen to the music of the Partridge Family. And when they listen to this, it's so wholesome and nice that they realize we shouldn't be murdering people with our music. We better change our ways. And you know what? We'll only murder bands who are competing against us in the best of the bands contest, and we'll leave everyone else alone. So they become the best band and only kill a few people instead of everyone. The end.
Cute, very cute.
So we had a happy ending. What's wrong with us? Why aren't we doing more murder? And
that was a lot of murder. That one. All right,
they all had murder, but they all had happy endings.
That's true.
Oh, I like happy endings.
I know it's my fault too. Well, I don't know if summoning the elder gods and all that.
I mean, they ate the marshmallows.
Yeah, they did.
But then what are they going to do next? Can you control the elder gods?
I know they're unleashed, and now they're going to come. They're going to come.
Now those writers are in trouble.
But then feed the marshmallows, and they stay dormant.
Just keep buying marshmallows.
Stay dormant.
Yeah, really.
What is this delectable treat?
Get the marshmallows.
Get the
all right, that was Super Movie Pitch. Thanks, guys. Thanks for those great suggestions. All right, let's talk to Sephera now before we do some more geeky games and chat. As we said, she is a horror writer. Do you want to? I can share some stuff on screen here, but do you want to? I don't know. What do you want to talk about? What books or what things do you want to tell people about?
I don't even know. I mean, I can talk for hours, as you probably surmised. But oh, my blog. Oh my God, it's so behind.
Hey, look, but we're here. Super Geeked Up.
Well, I managed to get my act together for that. I've been very busy. Conventions and some other stuff. And
Fan Expo Canada. I've been there. That's great. It's great they're going to be there.
Where?
Fan Expo Canada.
Yeah. I've been doing that forever. Yeah. So this year, I was the Ontario chapter head of the Horror Writers Association. So for many, many years, we were able to get the Horror Writers Association would pay for a booth for our chapter to be at Fan Expo, and would do panels and stuff. But as times have been changing and Fan Expo has quadrupled their prices, we won't have a booth this year, but we will still do some panels. I'm not the chapter head anymore. Someone else is. Yeah, look at I love how that Kama Sutra book always shows up. Well, and it's the only book I don't get royalties for, so don't buy it.
This is the one that's what I wanted to ask you about. Well, first off,
actually, folks, it's not a book; it's flashcards.
Follow her right here, like I did. Click the follow. Well, actually, I already did. I don't know why it says that again, but whatever. I'm going to click it again. Boom. And this is our Amazon page. I'll scroll down through some of these books.
Do you want me to tell you about that Kama Sutra again?
I was looking at Kama Sutra. Yeah, tell us though. It's flashcards, right?
Yeah, and this is the writer nerd, or how writers deal with stuff. So how that all came about was, at the time I had an agent, a New York agent, and she was trying to get me a gig writing Kama Sutra for Dummies. And so I went to New York City and I met with the publishers and all that. And they had three different writers pitching for the Kama Sutra for Dummies book. And at the end of the day, the publisher went with a husband and wife team who actually were sex therapists and stuff, as opposed to just a little lowly horror writer. And so that was fine. They did. But I had spent like a year researching this stuff. I'd written pages and pages, because back then there wasn't a lot of internet like there is now. And the Kama Sutra information was still super hidden. And so, yeah, I literally had to go to the library and stuff like that to try and find things. And it was really tough. And then, so anyways, my agent finally got me connected to this company where they decided to do these kind of flashcards. I call them flashcards because they're cards. And so they, and then I said, well, the positions are very specific, because if you're, like in one position, maybe your hands are like this, but then it's a whole different position if your hands go like that. And I don't mean hands, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's been so long that I don't remember all the super duper details of the positions.
One side is the picture and the other side is how to do it, right?
Instructions. Yes.
Now, is the front side actually like here photos of people or drawings?
Yeah. So this is the best gig I ever had. So I said, it's very specific. And they said, well, we're doing photography, blah, blah, blah. So we need you to be there for the photo shoot. And I'm like, oh. So they flew me down to Burbank. And so the lady is, at the time was a Penthouse pet. And then that's her real life boyfriend. And I had to pose them. So I spent a week in Burbank posing naked people, and at night would eat steak, and it was wonderful. It's the best damn job I ever had. And every morning I'd walk past Tara, and I'd be like, oh, da, 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 da. So it was fun. It was like
these two lovely people are in all the poses.
Yep, it's them doing it all. And they and they're both athletes in gymnastics and all that. They could not do some of the poses, so we had to kind of cheat them or do a different camera.
Wow, that means they're really hard.
It's just a wheelbarrow, and like they're not even actually inserting things because
right. The wheelbarrow. Oh my god.
I know the wheelbarrow. Yeah. But yeah, France and I actually, we like to do the pose that's on the book right there together.
Yeah, so that was a cool gig, but it was a flat rate. And
that's why you don't get any royalties.
Yeah, it was one of those, and they keep reprinting it, and now I see now they have miniature ones. I get nothing every time they reprint it and stuff. I get nothing, and so it's kind of a bummer. So I guess it's sort of I made a shitty deal on that one gig, but on the other hand, it was like such a cool job.
Yeah.
It's a good story to tell,
Yeah, because I'm just a horror writer. Who knew I'd be like posing naked people for a Kama Sutra thing?
That's a great gig. All right, any of these other books you want to mention here?
So So that Blood Games one, where it says Blood Games, that's a very recent anthology that came out, and it's a collection of stories, and they're all vampires. And my story is about the Countess Bathory, and it's a story like that. And yeah, so those are all bloody.
By the way, is that how do you say it that way? It's not Bathory, it's Bathory.
And it could be Bathory. Okay. I'm not sure actually how to actually say it. I'm not Hungarian or whatever. It's not Bathory.
That's cool. That's a cool subject.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I never say her name out loud, so it's okay.
Oh, you think you're gonna summon her? Is that why?
Yeah, really.
So if you write it, you don't really say it in your head, I guess, right? Like you just write it down. I never
say it to her because it's about the servant girl. So for her, it's just Elizabeth. Well, it's actually Your Highness, right? So she never says the whole name.
I like this cover to Amazing Monster Tales.
Oh, Amazing Tale. That one, Dawn of the Monsters. That was my sea monster in Puerto Rico, right after that big hurricane. Hurricane Maria, that hit Puerto Rico. And then I got asked to write for it. That's actually a magazine, so I have a story in there, a sea monster story. Yeah. And then the group Hex 1 and 2, those were anthologies. That remember I mentioned that I was the chapter head of the Ontario chapter of the Horror Writers Association. So my friend Andrew Robertson, who was new to the chapter at the time, he's like, "Why don't we have any anthologies? Why aren't you guys publishing stuff?" I'm like, "I don't know." And so he started Great Lakes Horror Company specifically so we could have these anthologies. And so the Group Hex 1 and Group Hex 2 we did, and then we also did a third one called Abandoned. Yep, and then Dark Rainbow, actually Andrew Robertson and Dark Rainbow there, that's a gay anthology, and so he went on to edit that for Riverdale Avenue Books.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, so many books, folks, you could check out. You can go to her page on Amazon.
I have a couple to show here too. So I have this thing.
Let me get this off.
Oh, you can't see it because of the green screen.
Oh no.
So this is
there we
Specimens.
Go. Now we can see it.
Specimens, and it was supposed to be a freebie at StokerCon this year, but they didn't arrive in time, so I gave out a few at NeCon this last
weekend.
Like, I just got home 2 days ago, so still, and so me and Andrew each put, it's a short stories. There's just we each put 3 stories into this one, and then I have this one. I think it was on the thing you showed, anyways. This it's yet another version. So Great Lakes Horror Company, and it's really thick. Yeah. So it's a novel and a crap ton of short stories. Yeah. So this cover and another, I don't have a copy because I sold the last one at Econ, but Dearly Departed. They're both pictures by a group called Mothmeister, and they do all this crazy stuff with taxidermy, like so that would be the taxidermy bird and stuff, and they do all these weird masks. And then the cover of Dearly Departed is a woman holding a jackalope. And you saw quickly the anthology of jackalopes, but I put my jackalope story from that anthology into our Dearly Departed thing. And then Andrew bought the Mothmeister picture of the jackalope. It's really creepy and weird. And then so I first started writing for Leisure Books, and I did 4 books with them. And then I don't have any of those to show, but then I went on to Sam Hain, and I did Flesh Failure and Captured Souls, and they're both and these are versions I self-published, but they were originally properly published by real people.
Real people.
I'm not real people. I'm just a figment of your imagination. But they're both kind of riffs on the Frankenstein theme, because Captured Souls is about a mad scientist who is inventing like the perfect sex slave, is not slave, but sex, like a lover or whatever. So she has specimen 1, specimen 2, and specimen 3. She does all this weird stuff, and everyone has sex all day, all night, and all that. And then
okay. Those Kama Sutra cards.
Yeah,
exactly. Then I have Flesh Failure, which is about a woman who is a discarded Frankenstein monster. It's about 50 years after the Frankenstein came out, and all these people are experimenting and trying to make their own monsters and stuff. And well, not monsters, but people.
Right.
And the book takes place in 1888, because we know that's lots of cool shit happened that year. Like, it's the year of the Ripper. The Elephant Man was at Victoria Hospital. There were a lot of lectures and stuff about how to reanimate corpses, and like, this is real life, right? All that stuff. So it was, because I just sort of had the idea, and then I thought, I realized I should set it in 1888, because when she digs herself out of the grave, she gets hit by lightning, and that's what brought her back to life, because she was dead. But then she's a Frankenstein monster, right? And then but she has to keep plugging herself into electricity or she'll die. So back in 1888,
like an electric car.
I have a dark sense of humor, in case you didn't notice. And then so back in London, England at the time, there was some electricity, gaslight, and all that stuff. So I actually went on Google Maps and found which bars or taverns or whatever she could plug herself into at the time. Like that really existed. So yeah,
That's
so
cool.
anyways, that's me rambling.
All right, awesome. Well, folks, you can go to sepheragiron.ca. That'll go to a website again, or you can just search her name right on Amazon. Then her author page will come up, like I showed you guys, and you can see a whole bunch of books you can peruse and check them out. I think they're in a Kindle and paperback. A lot of them, right?
Yep. And most of them are available in paperback, and they're all available as ebooks. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And there's a lot more too. I've written over 20 books. So
Wow,
nice.
You have a
I
lot
shouldn't
of
say
ideas.
I've actually written more than I should say. I have published. I have had published, traditionally published. I don't have the pay. This is as good as it gets for me doing it myself. It's pretty shitty, right?
Wow.
But I was working with the template of what had been published before Sam Hain went belly up, and we all had to
All right, well,
publish.
that's amazing. That's awesome. You got all those books published. All right, folks, let's we'll share those links again at the end. But now let's go to our second, super geeky question.
Another game.
So I'm sure if you're watching the show, you probably know this Friday, Deadpool Wolverine comes out. Everyone's excited. So we want to know what other, I mean, I'm actually not excited to be honest with you, but I think everybody else is except me. What other heroes should team up in a movie? That's what I want to know. What other heroes?
Everyone loves Twister.
Well, here's the thing. I love the first Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I don't know, just for some reason, I've watched the trailers a whole bunch because they keep showing me for all the movies I watch, like Twisters. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just not that exciting to me. Like I just can't.
That's all good.
I also think Hugh Jackman should have done what he said. Logan was the perfect end to Wolverine. Like that should have been it. And I hate it when they won't stop bringing characters back. I just wish he stuck to his guns.
Well, he wants money.
I
Can't really blame him, right?
That's it. I don't think that's it. I mean, watching interviews, him and Ryan Reynolds are amazing friends. So I think part of it is I think maybe they just wanted to work together, which is cool. I get it.
Yeah. But you're right. Like, Sephira's right.
Anyway,
it's a good opportunity to.
I'm sure people have a lot of fun with the movie. So anyway, hello, Michael. Good that you just woke up. You're joining us for Deadpool Wolverine. What other heroes instead of Deadpool Wolverine? Although you can go on our poll here, which is who should team up with Deadpool, which is, very close now. She-Hulk and Squirrel Girl are tied for the lead. Cool. All right, anyway. What heroes do you guys want to see teamed up? Sephora, you got any choices?
I do. So if you go with the idea that we all think we're the heroes of our own story, I would like to see Kylo Ren and Kamir do a buddy movie.
Wait, now who is Kamir?
Kamir is the stranger in the Acolyte, who is just Kylo Ren, but they didn't do Kylo Ren properly, so they invented him, I guess. Is
Kamir better than KyloRen?
We don't know yet, and we probably never will.
Okay, let me put it this way: is he less annoying?
They're both Sith. They're both. I love my Kylo.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. You told me that. You have a figure. I'm sorry. I'll stop dissing him.
No, I'm kidding.
So you want Kylo Ren and Kamir from the Acolyte to team up?
Yeah. So I feel like if they had done Kylo's character properly, like followed it through, people would like him more, but they fucked it up. But then I have a more serious answer, which I think Luke Skywalker and Wonder Woman might be kind of cool.
Oh, wow. So I love both those characters.
Real heroes. I used to love Linda Carter.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So the Linda Carter version. And
Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, and Luke Skywalker, because they would have been, they're both from the 70s. So,
they are.
I meant, young Luke. The one with the medal, like mine.
I'm sure young Luke would be happy to see
pre-car accident, I guess, when he didn't break his nose.
Pre-car accident.
Yeah.
All right, that's a great team. I did not picture that one, but I love it. That's great. I love both those characters.
Going for the super stretch because I know a lot. I've seen a lot of the Marvel movies, but not all of them. And I used to read a lot of comic books as a kid, and I loved Spider-Man. I also thought about Wonder Woman and Spider-Man.
I like that crossing, Marvel DC. Very good. I like that.
So there's that.
Again, I like how we keep putting these teenage boys with Wonder Woman who are like gonna have like the hugest erections ever when they see her.
Well, give him
I think
some.
Spider-Man would be like, I don't know, so flummoxed around. I mean, talking like teenage version of Spider-Man.
Well, I figure he's got the web, she's got the golden lasso.
Oh yeah, a little BDSM
do
action.
a little
yeah,
bit of bondage happen. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Why doesn't Spidey use that more often? His webs to tie up Mary Jane.
They got the mask, they got the tights, they got the corsets. It's all there.
Oh, Tammy tells us it's Linda Carter's birthday today. Happy birthday!
Oh no
Happy
way! Happy birthday, Linda!
Amazing, awesome. Kadima has been redeemed. The streamer link is the one you're watching, sir. All right. Anyway, let's see here. We've got. It's my birthday. Oh, hello, Bernie. Well, all these people are joining. I don't know. Happy birthday! Well, let's go. You share a birthday with Linda Carter. That's actually pretty nice. Anyway, so if you just joined us, we're talking about. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. We actually, we just have a different guest on each week, and this is a chat. We don't actually put the StreamYard link out publicly, but you're more than welcome to put any of your comments in the chat. We would love to hear them. And Johnny, oh my God, this is so weird. Everybody just joined right this minute. Like,
wow.
Hey,
welcome, everybody. We're here with Sephera Giron as our guest. This is Super Geeked Up, and we're talking about, since Deadpool Wolverine is about to come out, what heroes would you want to see team up? And from the chat, we have Dazzler and Nightcrawler from Pierre. Two X-Men, sure. Be good.
Oh yeah, sure.
We've got Catwoman and Storm from Cecilia. Two sexy, fierce ladies there. It's good. Let's see here. Oh, Xena and Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's a good team up.
That'd be hot.
I like that. Lucy Lawless, Linda Carter. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Epic. Best superhero is Burger Planet. Is this a real thing?
I don't know. Never heard of Burger Planet. That's a good question.
Is that Bob's Burger?
Is it part of Captain Planet?
I don't know.
Is that where he goes? He opened a chain fast food restaurants called Burger Planet.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, across the galaxy.
When they got sick of saving the environment, they're like, "Screw it, we got to make money."
We got styrofoam containers and straws.
Burger Planet is a Seattle, Washington hamburger place, so that's the only thing I can find.
DC Universe. How can it be DC Universe and it's a real place?
Okay, hold on. I don't.
Well, I know in DC there's damn it, what's the thing in the Flash they always did?
Big Belly Burger. Yeah.
I want a Big Belly Burger.
Oh, I have a nerd question or a geek question, I guess. Is Legion considered good or evil? Because I was going to put Wonder Woman and Legion because I thought Dan Stevens is so fucking hot, and Linda Carter and Dan Stevens would look good. But I don't know if Legion is good or bad because I only saw the TV show and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, first off, you can put non-heroes in if you want. That's fine. It depends, I think. I mean, a lot of times I think he's probably more the villain side or not so nice, but I guess it depends on what version, right? You see him in the comics or.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure from the comics, but from the TV show, he's just like a screwed up dude with superpowers, and I never knew what happened next.
We got Deadpool and Gambit. Oh, that'd be fun, actually. I never thought of those two together. Deadpool and Gambit. And Tammy's seeing it tomorrow. She's seeing Deadpool Wolverine 4:30 tomorrow. All right, cool.
Oh, on a Thursday. Wow.
Well, that's what I saw Twisters on a Thursday, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
What do you got, Francis? What people would you put? What heroes would you put together?
Well, heroes. Well, I guess. I mean, I was thinking of heroes that are. I guess they're not like typical. Like for instance, I was thinking of Alfred. Because he's
from Batman. I love Alfred.
He's kind of a hero. Well, he was like a war veteran or whatever. Like he was like a medic guy, right? In the war. He did that. But I was thinking maybe he could team up with like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The two butlers.
The two butlers.
That's actually hilarious.
Put Mr. Belvedere in there too.
Well, I was gonna say Mr. Belvedere, but I'm like, that's too on the nose with Mr. Belvedere. Plus, I feel bad for Mr. Belvedere because but they're both British, but I feel like Mr. Belvedere is so much more passive, Well, Jeffrey, I think would actually get into it.
Jeffrey can do some whoop ass.
Yeah, I think so. He kicked out Jazzy Jeff like so often from the mansion that
No, that was Uncle Phil.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeffrey.
No, Jeffrey never threw him. Always Uncle Phil.
Oh, it was always Uncle Phil.
Jeffrey probably might have kicked him out. It was Uncle Phil had the strength to throw a human being way far. He should compete in the Olympics for annoying,
he did have
annoying friend throwing. I don't know.
Yeah, he did have some distance, I guess.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree.
Oh my God, look at this. Everybody's going to see Deadpool Wolverine tomorrow.
Wait, I have tickets for tomorrow at 3:40 p.m. Oh yeah, he said that earlier. Yeah. I was like,
yeah, Thursday afternoon now is the new new preview, basically.
No,
Uncle Phil is a good superhero, he says. He is. Now, add Higgins from Magna PI to the Butler Battalion. That's the name. There you go. The Butler Battalion.
Butler Battalion.
The Butler Battalion.
Not enough butlers in the Butler Battalion.
Do we have to put what's her face in there? The nanny or what? Who is?
Oh, Fran Drescher.
Oh,
no.
She's not a butler. I don't know if I can take the voice.
She's a.
What about that Brady Bunch, Alice?
Alice.
Like, how can
Alice
you be an architect with like a crap ton of kids, run a house, have a maid? Like, what was he making? He was just an
See,
architect. Hello.
back then, architects were the shit.
I guess.
Yes, you make money. Yeah, you make money as an architect. I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at this. Everybody's seeing Deadpool tomorrow.
Wow.
Everybody doing it. Everybody going there. First showing looks like.
Yes,
I mean,
makes
definitely
sense.
Uncle Phil throwing. Yes,
it makes sense. It's gonna hit. It's gonna be another $1 billion movie. What are you gonna want? What are you gonna do?
Okay, man. Now that you said the Butlers, now I want to come up with some really goofy.
Yeah, the Butlers work.
People
I mean,
can put
Alfred
together.
is like an actual like DC superhero butler, but yeah.
Superhero.
I'm trying to think what other. I'm trying to think what other kind of unlikely. Who else besides butlers can I choose?
You could do. I don't know. You can't do au pairs. You could do you can do nannies, I guess.
I was thinking of like the pets, but they've done the Legion of Super Pets. They've done that already.
Yeah,
so.
do the pet. Yeah, they've done pets.
I mean, and I don't know, sidekicks. They've done sidekick teams a lot, obviously.
Oh, like
Sidekicks
Tattoo on Fantasy Island. He could get in there.
He's not a butler though. He's more of an assistant. Oh, assistant.
Is he an assistant? Or...
Yeah, he's an assistant. So what superhero assistant?
Oh, okay. So I'll take Mercy, Lex Luthor's assistant.
Mercy Graves, yeah.
She's very capable, actually, and many other things. It's kind of like almost acts as a bodyguard too, I think, a lot of times. Now I need another assistant.
Siri.
Who's Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen is kind of like an assistant, I feel, to Lois and Clark.
My phone heard me say that. It's like, what do you want?
Oh, all right. So let's put Mercy and Jimmy Olsen together. He's kind of an assistant.
He's a photographer.
I know, but I feel like he assists Lois and Clark with whatever they want him to do. Like Jimmy, come on, we're doing this kooky thing.
That's good. Well, I'm glad, Michael, that you're not watching it tomorrow. Not everyone has to watch it, and
I'm not going to watch it tomorrow.
And it probably will.
Oh no, he thinks it's going to be garbage. Well, I guess someone else besides me is not as excited. I hope it's not going to be garbage. But...
Yeah, it's all right. Well, everyone thinks everything is garbage nowadays anyway, so you're not going to win. So everyone's going to think everything is bad to some degree.
Wait, is this referencing where you brought up Sephera, the Swan Point? Is that where love?
Yeah.
Is buried?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is that Rhode Island?
Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah.
That's where Johnny grew up in Rhode Island. That makes sense.
That's great. Yeah.
Radar for MASH and Klinger for MASH. I guess he wants to team up. Radar knew where all the files were. Klinger could get things done through phone calls and deals. All right, there you go. Sure, they can team up. We're getting the strangest.
It broke the barrier. We're now it must have made it out into the algorithm. Must have made it out into the rest of YouTube. So
wow, I guess that's exciting. We don't usually do that.
The strangers are coming in.
Welcome in.
Come on.
This is Super Geeked Up. You were just joining us. We're talking heroes to team up. I think we got everybody's in though, right? Everybody's answers are in.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right. I think the Butler Battalion. That's the way to go, though.
That's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. You know.
That's hilarious.
Why would you? You the one came up with it.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that. Just do it. Well, you did have assistance. It could have been Mercy Graves and Siri. So you had a chance.
All right. You said Siri. I don't want Siri. I fear Siri. I don't even have Siri because I don't have an iPhone. I've never used Siri.
No, well, there you go. Well, never mind then.
The Bowler, Michael says, and 66 Batgirl.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, we got one more game, folks, once preparing. But before we do that, let's thank our Patreons. These are people who support us on our Patreon page. If I can find it. No, that's not it. There it is. Patreon.com/super-geeked-up. You can pledge any amount you want. Even a couple bucks is super helpful. We appreciate it. You get some cool perks, including if you're at $10 or more a month, a super shout out, which we do some kind of zany shout out to you every week. You can also do a super chat. That's a little $sign in the lower right corner of your screen. All right, so let's shout out these awesome patrons. What we got? Any theme there for you, Francis? You think you want to do for the patrons?
I don't know, because we've been everywhere. I don't know, horror maybe.
We're everywhere, man.
We're everywhere.
Horror heroes. What else?
Horror heroes. I don't know. Horror would be tough because I don't know. I don't know it enough.
Well, team, we'll take this under advisement that we'll hold our cardboard signs tomorrow night outside our busiest intersection to see if that makes us more money.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, maybe put a jar. We should put like a jar out. You know.
All right, but we got to make it like geeky, right? Put like Deadpool Wolverine on it, or do something. I don't know.
Paint the little jar or something. Paint it nice little pastel colors.
Geeks pleading for money. Pastels. All right, I'm fine with that.
I'll take it. I'll take some.
All right. Oh, team ups. We could do team ups. For the Patreon. Sure.
But other team ups. Different.
Well, I'm gonna team. Here, I'll do this. I'll team them up with someone else. Thanks. So thank you to our super shout out patrons. Thank you to Craig Allen Poole, who will team up with Captain Britain because Craig is from the UK, and that's the only hero you got. So there you go.
Oh, poor
There's
guy.
other people there, but Captain Britain's fine. He's Psylocke's brother. It's not bad.
Yeah.
He can meet Psylocke.
Oh, okay. I was just saying. I'm looking up superheroes in the UK because there's got to be more.
Rachel, the next one is not in the UK. You don't need to do the next one in the
UK. Okay.
I only did that because Craig's from the UK.
Yeah, but still,
just do it for anywhere. Rachel's not from the UK.
You know what? Like, is she American? You know, she's American.
Most of the rest of these people are American, as far as I know.
Okay, so I don't know. Rachel J. Well, hey, Rachel J. Since you have the letter J in your name, you're teamed up with Harley Quinn from the Joker because Rachel.
What Joker? It starts with J.
Mr. J. Rachel J.
Oh, Mr.
Joker.
J.
Yeah,
I see now. Okay. Hey, chocolate dude. Hello, everybody. Wow. Yeah, everybody's fighting us. This is so weird that I don't know. I've got to figure out what actually caused the algorithm to put us out there.
Yeah, but I have a bad feeling it's just all the trolls. So maybe
not. Bring on the trolls.
Maybe we'll convince them to keep watching us.
I have that itch in the back of I have like that little spider sense of like, oh man, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that, but hopefully not.
Okay, so Burger Planet, the Wolverine enthusiast, recommended you. There we go. Look, see?
Oh, there you go.
We got the Burger Planet, which we learned about today. I didn't know about Burger Planet, so we got some recommendations. There we go. Oh, so there's Bernie. Thank you, Bernie. We're here from Burger Planet. Okay. The next comment I don't want to read. It's not good.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you now.
We're just
telling you now.
Anyway, shout out to Greg and Rena Horvey, who, let's see, since they're two people, I guess I should pair them with two heroes. Let's pair them. What heroes love playing Dungeons and Dragons, Francis? Because that's what they love doing.
Oh, jeez. Chris Pine.
Chris who?
Chris Pine.
Oh, Chris Pine's character from the D&D movie. Okay, fine. And and Henry Cavill, any of Henry Cavill's characters like The Witcher, because Henry Cavill likes D&D.
Yeah, they did a weird mock-up of him as the Highlander. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
All right. Let's see here. Let's go to. Oh, you got the next one, Tammy.
Yeah. Hey, teaming Tammy up, of course, with every version of Carl Urban in the known universe.
Because she loves Carl Urban.
She loves Carl Urban.
Yep. He's played some heroes.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, well, he has. Yeah, he's played. He's played Dr. McCoy, who is a hero in my book.
He is a hero, as a medical hero. Absolutely. Michael Gilstrap, thank you, Michael. Of course. Well, this is an easy one because I know how much you love her and you mentioned her. Teaming up with Yvonne Craig, the 66 Batgirl. That's who you're teaming up with. You get to ride on the back of her bat cycle.
Yeah, and Dash V, of course, Vagina Dentata, teaming up together to fight crime.
No, stop it.
I gotta do it to Dash V. I always give him the terrible one.
I know.
I always give him the
This
bad
is why
ones.
he hasn't watched in like 2 months.
No, he's like, oh,
Tammy appreciates your Carl Urban.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, Terry Field. I'm going to team you up with the Lawnmower Man because you need your field mode.
And Jalou, I'm gonna team you up with all of anime because I know you're out there at San Diego Comic-Con ready to go ahead and anime it up.
Yes. By the way, you told me on our show last week.
I thought it was last week. Yeah, because
I found out, no, it's right now. It's this week.
Yeah, I read an article about like stuff coming off, sort of coming out like about San Diego. I guess they were talking about Hall H and stuff. So I'm like, oh, it must be happening right now, but I guess not.
Let's see. So yeah, so anyway, if you're at Comic-Con right now, it's preview night at San Diego Comic-Con. Have fun. Have a blast.
I've always wanted to go.
Francis and I have been a bunch of times. It's a cool experience.
I like it. I'm a fan. I like.
I was in San Diego in June, but it wasn't for Comic-Con. Or the Horror Writers.
You're off.
I used to live there. San Diego's beautiful. It's always nice to go.
Off by 1 month. You almost made it. Off by 1 month.
I was there for StokerCon, which is the Horror Writers Association annual.
Do they hold that in the convention center or somewhere else?
It's different every year. So this year it was San Diego. Last year it was Pittsburgh, and next year it's Connecticut, Stamford, Connecticut.
They just go everywhere. They don't. They don't stand still.
No, because then they'd find all the bodies in one
like
spot, and that wouldn't be good.
Oh, that's true. I like it because then other people you might not be able to go because it's across the country, but maybe the next year you can go.
They try to alternate coasts. Yeah.
That's smart. I like that idea. All right, Patreon.com/super geeked up, folks, or give us a super chat. We appreciate it. By the way, since there are new people here, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things. All right. One last game for you folks. Francis, what is it?
It's One True Pairing, but I think from those who are familiar with the game, who've been watching this for a while, it's usually us trying to compete to see if our character that we pick from your choices, your fictional characters that you put on the chat room, we usually pit them together to see if we can create true pairings with those characters. But I think this time around we're going to do it a little bit different, where we're going to try and take your suggestions and try to mesh them together, see if we can't mold them and give really good reason why these two fictional characters that exist, if we can't put them together and make it into some kind of lovely mad mesh of,
so like a Frankenstein monster.
Well, sort of, I guess so. Yeah, a little bit. Frankenstein and like trying to pair up Frankenstein with Dracula, for instance, or something. Like what would be a good pairing with those two? So things like that.
Yeah, feel free to you can actually, folks, if you want, just put in well, I guess you could do a pairing if you want, like, or you can just put in one character because then we can randomly choose two different characters.
Sure, why not?
Pick one, do one, and then so we can.
Well, let's start. You know what? Put in any fictional character. It doesn't have to be a superhero. It can be any kind of sci-fi, fantasy, comic booky, geeky thing. But let's. Oh boy. Let's start with the first one we got here because Lister's May loves his green characters. She-Hulk and Kermit the Frog. Why would they make a good romantic pairing?
Because it's not easy being green.
Right. He understands, and she understands too, right?
She gets it. He plays his little banjo, and they go on that bike because Miss Piggy's, he kicked her to the curb a while back. So now the two of them can ride the bike.
Is that really a thing? Did he really do that?
I have a vague
He rode a bike with
Stoner-
Miss Piggy, right?
No.
freaking memory of seeing that damn frog actually riding a big bike, and you could see his little feet going. But maybe it was a Sesame Street up. I think it was a Muppet.
Wait, She-Hulk and him rode a bike? Is that what we're saying?
No, Kermit was
No.
riding. No, they're going to ride a bicycle built for two.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
'Cause Kermit
Yeah.
kicked Miss Piggy to the curb. And
Right. But we know he likes powerful women like Miss Piggy, and She-Hulk is a powerful woman. But
Yeah.
She-Hulk will treat him nicer because, Miss Piggy's a little much at times, right?
Oh, she's a diva.
Yeah. And She-Hulk's more humorous. She likes to have fun and stuff. So I think it's a good pairing. She needs a nice guy like Kermit. All right. Nothing to add to this, Francis, why they should be together?
That's a tough one because you covered the green, you covered the bike. Yeah, that's a tough one.
The banjo.
The banjo. I don't know. And they both break the fourth wall. They both talk to the audience. They both normally, they both talk to the audience. So I guess so. I mean, the biggest thing is that they're both green, and
Licious May says Kermit and the Muppets did ride bikes in the Great Muppet Caper.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Well, I know I'm crazy, but
well, okay.
All right, folks. So, by the way, thanks to Chaz who offered to admin this in the future, which I don't know how to do it right now.
Oh yeah, you can make him. You can totally make him.
I have no idea how to do that at the moment.
Not.
And we're about to end this, but I'm trying to get rid of these folks as quickly as I can here.
I mean, what's
You know
funny
amazing
is
that we haven't really had to deal with this before.
not for a while. It's been a while.
Not for a long while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that,
It's amazing how many different accounts the same person makes.
I know.
well, it's. I mean, it's how you can't properly troll if you don't like make a bunch of accounts. Like you have to. Like you can't properly.
No, you gotta be ready with the next one and the next one.
Yeah, because you've won when you've like killed the stream or killed the. When you that's how they win. That is pretty much it.
Yeah.
But
I never
Let's stop
understand.
talking about them. That's I think how they don't win is just don't even worry. about
well, but the only problem is if we don't talk about them, it doesn't matter because they'll spam the chat, which we.
You know what's interesting though? This is interesting though. Maybe this has changed because I don't know when like 3 years ago, probably the last time it happened. I just ignored it and they went away because without getting a reaction, they got bored.
Yeah, but we have to talk to the chat room, right? Like we have to
No,
get.
it was super geeked up. It was the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Anyway, well,
Yeah.
whatever. Let's do the next one. Let's see here. We got. You can keep putting your chat in here. Oh, Wonder Woman and Captain America. There we go. Wonder Woman and Captain America. Why would they be? Actually, I think they actually.
I mean,
would be a
that's
good set.
yeah. See that? No, you pick another one.
No, hey, you gotta do. No, we gotta do it. Stop.
I think people should just
It's
write
easy.
one and then we go
Yeah.
through and we pick
All
the
right.
weird pairing.
But thank you. Let's take Wonder Woman. Fine. We'll take Wonder Woman as one of them. And
I
then
feel like it's too easy.
let's see if I get another one. Okay, and Jason from Friday the 13th.
Okay, there we
Oh.
go.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman and Jason.
Wonder
Okay,
Woman
Francis,
and-
here you go. You wanted it. Make your
Wonder
argument.
Woman and Jason.
For Friday the 13th, yes.
Is that the one with that? Wait, so he's the indestructible one, isn't he? He's the one that no matter what, no one can kill him. Right?
I think so. I get them all confused.
I mean,
too,
he
even
does
though-
seem to keep coming back, right? What a lot of horror villains do.
But he's not Hockey Mask.
He's Hockey Mask.
He is
Yeah,
Hockey Mask.
He is Hockey Mask.
He's Hockey Man.
Yeah, Jason. So I remember I had a friend who
It was his mother in the first one, and then it became him.
So
Right.
Wonder Woman loves winter sports, and
Okay. I don't know why, because she comes from a tropical island, but
No,
fine.
but she comes from a tropical island that enjoys,
So unique.
sports, right? Like they based on the movies, they do.
She moved to Canada. She's down the street.
When she moved to Canada, no, there you go. Where's Linda Carter from?
The mascara. Oh, Linda Carter. Sorry. I don't know where Linda Carter's from. I thought you meant Wonder Woman.
Wherever she's from, loves winter sports. But and who doesn't love winter sports more than a guy in a hockey mask and a machete?
Right. I see.
He does ice people, which is another word for killing, right? So he ices them. She likes cold beverages. with
Well,
ice
how about
in it.
this? How about this? He likes camps because he likes for camps where people are.
And she's campy.
And she's from Themyscira, which is like a camp for lesbians.
They're not all lesbians.
I know, I'm just kidding. But it's like a fun camp for training, training with all your cool God-like beautiful sisters. So maybe he would like it there and turn over a new leaf.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he wouldn't be allowed in because he's a guy, actually, but unless he crashed his plane accidentally into it.
Well, yeah.
Sephora, what do you got? You got a better argument than ours for Jason and
Wonder Woman. Well, she could always tie him up when he's being a bad boy. He's
she really likes the tying up part
stay
of
home
this.
and
Well, that's true.
Up the magic lasso.
Maybe that the truth he would have to admit why he's
you'd have
doing
to admit
this.
who he's killed. So yeah, she can keep him under wraps. Should be good for him, actually. Yeah. And then but if she finds him hovering over a body or something, she can whisk him away in the invisible plane so no one will catch him and they can just go somewhere else. Kill more people. She's saving people, he's killing people. It's a crazy mix-up.
Yeah, it is a crazy mix-up.
By
the way,
like the Odd Couple,
It's the new Odd Couple. Yes, it's the new Odd Couple show.
One likes to kill, the other likes to,
They're zany, they're kooky, they're all together spooky.
Like one likes to tie people up and kill them, the other likes to tie them up for sex.
That's not wonder.
I know, but that's what Sephora keeps getting at, I feel like. So
well, I wrote the Kama Sutra, I'm sorry.
And actually that is
you
true.
brought it up.
That's true.
William Moulton Marston, who created him, was into that kind of stuff.
That's true.
So
he did have a threesome.
He had his wife and his live-in lover. Yeah.
Yeah, this live-in lover.
That's a good movie, by the way. I don't know.
The threesome of Wonder Woman or whatever.
No, it's all about him. Like it's all about him and and that stuff.
Jason and his women.
No, about Marston, the creator of Wonder Woman. I mean. Anyway, let's see here. Linda's from Arizona, defeating your thing that she likes, cold sports.
She's still hot.
But you know what? She can still like it. You never know. She can still like ice skating.
She likes ice. I'm telling you, she's a fan of
Likes
cold
ice in her
beverages.
Well, we've never seen Jason on ice either, so.
No, we have seen him in space though.
Caught in the snow. Have they ever put him in the snow? I know he's been in outer space, but yeah.
Let's do one last one here. Let's take Wolverine. All right, Wolverine and Xena. How about that?
It's Wonder Woman all over again.
I know.
All right, fine. Why don't you like Tammy's choices? I love Tammy. Wolverine and Gonzo. There you go.
I don't know who Gonzo. Gonzo Muppet? Muppet Gonzo?
The Muppet Gonzo, yeah.
Gonzo.
Oh,
who is also
a
No, Gonzo is Super Gonzo.
Nose.
He's blue, has a red nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he can
kind of
speak,
like
right?
Sounds like he
sounds
like
yeah. He's kind of like comic relief.
Oh, well, that could be good because he could be the Deadpool to like Deadpool and Wolverine then, right? If he's the comic relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be like that.
Who would annoy Wolverine more, Deadpool or Gonzo?
Neither, because Deadpool would annoy both of them equally.
No, that's not the choice. Not all three of them. Forget it. All right, why would Gonzo be a good pairing with Wolverine?
Gonzo always wanted to be a superhero. Is
Wolverine
a superhero? I don't even know.
Yes,
I know.
So
X-Man.
Gonzo, there is a thing called Super Gonzo. So he does wear a cape and he wears.
Yeah, I know. I
like
remember
Super
that.
Grover.
Yeah.
Oh no, Super Grover. You're right. It's
No,
Grover,
but
not
Super
Gonzo.
Grover.
I think. Oh, but didn't Gonzo do some circus stuff? Or he gets
Okay,
flung
maybe.
around a lot too, doesn't he?
Oh, there you go. Because Wolverine does get flung around. He has the cannonball, whatever the heck it's called, but with the Colossus where he throws them through the air and he spins.
Yeah, the fastball or whatever.
Fastball special. So
Like Sonic the
Gonzo could do
Hedgehog.
that. He could really be thrown through the air easily. So Colossus could take each of them in one hand and throw both Wolverine and Gonzo at the enemies. Are you looking up?
would
I
say
feel like
Super
Gonzo is. I'm looking at Gonzo because I feel like okay. So yeah, I did.
There may be a
mix him up
Super
with-
Gonzo too. I don't know.
I mixed him up with I mixed him up with Grover. So Gonzo's the
he
one with
looks
the.
Super Grover. Yeah, he
yes,
has the weird nose.
the weird
I know
I
that.
love
nose.
Super Grover.
Does he
I
wear a
would
top
totally
hat sometimes?
argue Super Grover.
See, Gonzo to me is so boring in his like because he's kind of straight man. Gonzo's the straight man of the Muppets. He
He
doesn't
is.
really.
Well,
yeah.
Wolverine's a straight man too, kind of. Well,
I-
okay,
I-
not like
I
a
get it,
Cyclops
yeah.
straight man, like a Cyclops
Yeah.
straight man, but he's not a comedian. He's like more of a. He'll give you that sarcastic zinger every so often, right?
Yeah, and Gonzo's kind of like that straight man. Like
Oh.
the picture he's wearing a tie and a button down,
But,
like he's
maybe-
wearing he's like formal, you know.
But maybe he's just dressed
I
up for an
still love the
occasion.
Muppet Show. I gotta do this.
Are we sure Gonzo is a straight man? Because Sephora
He says he's an awkward he has an awkward non-animal like appearance. But
perfect. Wolverine has an awkward animal-like appearance.
he's only awkward because of the hair, which
And
forms to his
and his ridiculously squat body.
well, because he's carrying a lot of weight in his body. That's the reason why he's short.
Nah,
So
but originally
here's
it was
a-
bones, not adamantium.
So this might help us.
Yes.
A running gag related to Gonzo is that it's not clear what species he is supposed to be. Gonzo's self-identity is a whatever. in the
Whatever.
Muppet movie.
Yeah, he's kind
Kermit,
of,
This is perfect.
Kermit
Wolverine will see
Wolfenberg.
him and say, "Whatever."
he's the one with the chicken girlfriend.
yeah, he said,
Oh, thank you, Tammy.
Kermit, while conversing with his inner self, says, and a thing, whenever Gonzo is, he's a little like a turkey, to which his inner self replies, but not much. So
That makes sense why he has a chicken girlfriend. Then he's like the
Yeah,
Muppet
that's right. I forgot
version of
about
a
the
sideshow
chicken.
geek.
Yeah.
Well, again,
Yeah,
I'm
geeks.
saying
Okay, so you gotta
Wolverine.
bite the head off that chicken. No.
Wolverine could also be in the circus as a sideshow, I think, freak as well. If you didn't know,
True.
he was an X-Man.
Maybe they met at the sideshow, and that's why they're hanging out.
Yeah, well, they were both in the circus together
They're both circus freaks,
before
and then they'll
Professor
go
X discovered them and invited them to be mutants.
on. That's right.
Gonzo is really a mutant, actually. That's why he looks.
Well,
like
they
that.
don't. He does. They said they don't even know what species he is, so he's a complete and total mutant.
By the way, Francis, Linda Carter does ski. Tammy says, so I guess that goes back. to
Yes,
her.
I've seen her in skiing gear too. You're correct. Yeah.
So I guess you're right about her liking the cold stuff.
Yeah. Who was she paired up again with? Was Wonder Woman and who was it again?
Well, you didn't like Captain America, so we wound up pairing her with.
Jason Voorhees. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah,
The
Jason
hockey
Voorhees.
mask. That's
And
where-
Jason, and another thing Jason likes, because I don't know, everyone in these camps and these just to go back for 1 second, but everyone in these camps and stuff, they're all college girls who like to get naked, and guys
Girls
for
Gone
some
Wild.
reason don't get naked. They just like get half naked. But the women always get naked for some reason in these scenarios, according to these horror movies. And Linda Carter got topless in a movie, so there you go.
She did.
She did.
How do you know this? You just look it up, or you?
No, I
you're-
didn't look it up.
He's like, I have it in my
He
brain
knows.
forever.
It's just
Okay, well, what
He
movie is it? I
knows.
would like to see this. What movie?
I don't remember the name of it. I'll look it up.
Is it when she was like younger?
Yeah,
Wonder
it
Woman
was like in
era?
the 70s.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, everyone was topless in the 70s.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Gonzo also gets fired out of cannons a lot. Again,
yeah, I
going
was
with the
thinking.
fastball
I
special.
thought he was the cannon guy. Yeah, with the little helmet.
This is
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
He and Wolverine have a lot of similarities. Okay, great, perfect. Thank you, Tammy.
They'll have a good time together. Those.
They will. They can both understand being the outcast.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe and the Outlaw.
Is it a western?
No, it's like a Smokey and the Bandit, looks like, sort of.
Oh,
Aspiring
that's-
country western music star Bobby Joe Baker abandons her car hop job to join modern day Billy the Kid.
Is she Linda's Bobby Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, whoa! I wonder if she could sing. Maybe she probably sings in the movie.
Linda Carter
Yeah, because she
can
sings.
sing. She's.
Oh,
I
great.
think didn't she release an album back in the day?
Oh, now I want to see. I want to hear her sing.
She sang the theme song to Wonder Woman. She was then going. She was then going.
The instrumental.
Wonder
Oh,
Woman!
the Wonder Woman part. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's
That would
lyrics
be
to the
funny.
There's
That would be funny if
lyrics
you
to
did,
the
but-
Wonder Woman theme song. You know.
Yeah, it's just Wonder Woman though. That's the
No,
whole.
no, no, no.
Isn't it?
No, there's like full on lyrics.
No, there's a whole song.
Yeah, there's a whole-
Oh shit! I forgot.
Remember
Yeah.
the 70s? They had big long songs for everything when you'd watch a show.
Yeah, that's right.
They even put
right.
for the red, white, and blue in
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Oh my god, I'm thinking of like the more modern her theme song, but you're right. They did have a whole thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, I gotta go back and watch that. I gotta watch Bobby
Joe and the Outlaw.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it's very what was that famous couple who were criminals and they have a
Clyde?
Bonnie and Clyde. It looks very Bonnie and Clyde based on this very 70s trailer where
Well,
all
since
the
he's an
men
outlaw.
all the men have their shirt buttoned up halfway so that their
With their hairy
chest is
chest,
bare.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
sadly,
the chest is full of hair if it's the 70s. Hello.
sadly waxed or something. These guys are pretty smooth.
Bare-chested?
Smooth chested. They got some pretty
Well,
smooth
I hope
chests.
I hope she's smooth chested.
No, she had like tufts of chest hair.
Come on,
in
that's
the
gross. Stop it! Don't besmirch Linda Carter's boobs.
She has to comb it down.
Linda Carter, we love you. Don't listen to Francis. You're gonna get us more spammers. by
You're
that
the
kind of talk.
president in she was
That's
the president in one of
crazy.
those.
Yeah, I never got that streaming service, so I never watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, Linda Carter.
I love Linda Carter. That's why I
Yeah,
brought
too.
her up to begin with.
She was like her and Carrie Fisher, my first two crushes as a kid. All right, folks. Okay, I guess that's the show. We did One True Pairing. We got rid of the freaking trolls too. It's good. Oh,
there's
oh my god. Yes.
I got all the toys.
You're our only hope.
So there's a picture. If you go to Linda Carter's IMDb, there's a picture of her in a red dress singing her heart out.
Yeah, Tammy says she has an album and sings in at least one episode of Wonder Woman.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. She did have an album. I
Well,
thought
she was
she
the-
did. Yeah.
Yes, she was the president in the Supergirl TV show, the recent one on
That's
the
the one.
CW.
Okay, that's what it was.
And she was the principal in Sky High, a movie I love. Superhero.
And she's and she's also the voice of Azura in the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom.
You just randomly picked something from IMDb.
Wow, it's the last thing she did.
Did you just speak English? No.
She did a video game for her last speaking role. That's good for her.
And she's in a cameo at the end credits of Wonder Woman 2. See, that's how you do a Wonder
That's
Woman thing.
right.
You
That's
work in-
right.
unlike Twisters, you work in someone for the past. That's
Yeah.
Linda Carter did a bunch of video game voiceover. I'm
Yeah, she's
impressed.
done a lot. Actually.
Anything like we played?
It's all Elder Scrolls. So she only
okay.
has she has a type.
Skyrim stuff.
She did Skyrim. She did Morrowind. She did the online game. She just
Hang on.
does
Is that Bethesda?
Bethesda, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
she didn't actually do that much as an actress. Like her credits are mostly voice acting. Oh, she was in Sky High. I forgot about that.
Listen, that
She was the
I
principal in Sky High.
I said that.
Yeah.
First off,
I
hang
think
on.
she got
voice
typecast.
acting is acting. I want to
It is.
stand up for all the voice actors.
Oh
They get
yeah, I meant like on-screen acting.
a
Sorry.
line screen acting. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
Mark
she got
Hamill did a ton of
typecast.
voice acting too. Obviously, after
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
But I agree. Linda Carter is awesome. I agree, Tammy. She's the shit.
Have you ever cosplayed as Wonder Woman there, Sephora?
I thought you were gonna ask
Yes,
me.
I have. I've been Wonder Woman for Halloween and stuff a few
Oh,
times.
nice.
Very nice.
She was on the Muppet Show too. This just made sense.
Yep, she was.
Jeez.
Cool.
Maybe it should have been Linda Carter and Gonzo.
Yeah. Right, because she knows Gonzo probably. Yeah.
Yeah, they're already friends.
All right, good. See, once Linda Carter and Wonder Woman have saved us from the trolls. Thank you, Linda Carter.
She just kept spinning in a circle.
Right, and the wind just blew them away. That was the best one, man.
Oh, I didn't change.
Oh, you're Wonder Woman. You should change your background to like the Wonder Woman or something.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she's in
That
the
was the best
invisible
though, just
jet.
spinning, just spinning and turning.
Yeah.
But that's what Superman used to do too in the phone booth. He would just roll around, right?
Well, that's right. That phone booth went crazy.
He stole it from her. He's like, I saw Wonder Woman do it. I'm going to do it.
Actually, you're right because 70. He's what, 79?
79 for the first.
And Wonder Woman
was before that.
76. Yeah, he totally stole from Wonder Woman.
And Batman tried, but he's like, oh shit, I don't have any powers. I have to put
Yeah, but
my
he doesn't spin.
costume
Why
on
would he
normal.
I have to
spin?
go
I have
bring
to
a
put my
suitcase
I have to
and
put my
change
costume on one boot
clothes.
at a time. Oh god.
Alfred!
No, he did. No, he
Butler
changed.
Battalion, help me!
He did something way more. He did something way more impressive. While sliding down a pole, he changed costumes.
Oh, that's
true.
That's true.
I don't know if that's more maybe it is. Maybe it's
That's
more.
his hands
I
and
bet
feet are
Alfred helped
busy.
him. He went,
Hey, but what's a little gross is he does it with a teenage boy next to him.
He's not a teenage boy.
No, Robin.
No, I know, but
No, you're right. In the Batman 66 show, he's an adult.
he wasn't a teenage boy. Yeah, his
Oh, he's-
ward was an adult. How old
Wait,
was
why
Burt
does he have a
Ward?
ward then? Why does he have a ward?
I don't
He's an
know.
adult.
How old was Burt Ward in?
Well, we gotta know how old Robin was. Now, Burt Ward was obviously an adult. Burt Ward was probably much older than the age.
I thought, well, I don't know a lot. Well, when I was a kid and read Batman comics, I thought Robin was a teenager.
In the comics, he is. He starts as a teen.
Yeah, he's 19, so
Burt
he's
Ward?
young.
So he's
Burt Ward was
okay.
19 in.
Oh, he was that young?
Yeah, he
Wow.
doesn't look that young.
No,
He looked
doesn't.
like he was 40.
Stop it.
He probably was.
I was gonna say like maybe 30, but
Didn't
you're
everyone
like-
look 40 in the 60s,
you're
though?
doing your
did.
Tobey Maguire.
You're not wrong. Yeah, everyone did look 40 in the 60s. That's true. That's tough. Except for like, Gidget. She
Gidget
looked
looked
like
young.
she always looked like
Is
a
that
kid.
Sally Field?
Sally Field, yeah.
Oh, well, she has a baby face. You can't use
She doesn't
her
have
as an
baby.
example.
She flew
Annette Funicello looked pretty young.
Yeah, but no one
Have a
flew like
baby
a nun.
face.
So
She's a baby face.
yeah, that's true.
Sandy Duncan, Olivia Newton-John looked pretty young.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tammy has at least 7 Wonder Woman cosplay, so she's with you there.
So she's there.
Awesome. And yes, Alfred helps them change. Yes, absolutely. That's probably
Oh.
not Alfred's favorite job, but is there another chat I'm not seeing yet? What do you like?
This version of Robin, the one Burt Ward played, he was 19. Burt was 19, but Robin was 15.
I was right.
See?
I
See?
told you. I
See?
told you.
He's 15. He was attending Woodrow Roosevelt High School during
Yeah,
his.
man.
All right, here's the thing.
He's
Here's the thing. Don't worry.
teenager.
When they slid down the pole, Batman just closed his eyes. It's fine. He didn't look.
Now, okay. Age of Batgirl.
Although he
Here's
definitely
a-
doesn't look 15. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Burt
in the
sure didn't
60s?
look 15.
In the 60s, no. That was every
Let's see,
15-year-old in the 60s
Batgirl.
looked like they were.
Well, if he's 15, I bet Batgirl's supposed to be older than Robin, though. I bet.
So
Show. 18,
Batgirl
18, right?
16.
Oh, we're 1 year older.
How old was Yvonne
How was
Craig?
Yvonne Craig? 24.
Yeah, she looked. She was probably like 24 when
guess.
she.
Let's see how close I am.
All right, so, Yvonne Craig. They keep giving me her current age. I don't want her current age. I
Well,
want the
if
age
you
of
figure out her birthday, you could just do some math.
So May 16th.
Math. I didn't come here for math.
Yeah, so she was in her 20s, 37. She was born in 37, and she was Batgirl in like 67. So no, that's not right.
She'd been
So
in
she's
her
30.
30s.
She's 30 then.
That feels like too old for some reason.
She could have been. She could have been 30.
Could have been. That's why everyone looked old then, because they were.
Is that when? Yeah, because she wasn't in originally,
That's
right?
true.
She was in like the next year or something, right? So
Something like that.
So
But
but
yeah.
67 or 8, right? Yeah.
And Batgirl also had her own theme song.
She did.
Yeah, where they sang Batgirl, and they had lyrics. It wasn't just Batgirl; it was Batgirl and like something else.
Okay, hang on. But in the Batman, they only did say Batman, right?
Batman, we still
And then the
ride our
pow, pow,
tricycles,
pow, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Bam.
riding our tricycles.
Okay. Maybe I was thinking of that with Wonder Woman. I was thinking of Batman. That was a cool intro though. Actually, you had like you had all like
Yeah.
kind of the animated drawings, right? And then pow, bam, whack.
Zowie.
Zowie. That's a good one.
They did have Zowie.
Are you drinking another of your energy drinks?
No, it's not an energy drink.
What-
It's
what-
it's tea.
What's what is it? It's a thing.
Liquid
drink,
Death.
Liquid Death.
Yeah, more Liquid Death.
That
but
doesn't
it's just
sound like a tea though. That's why I keep thinking it's something else.
yeah, it's just tea. It's just iced tea. But they did it that way. They did it so that it looked like it's supposed to look like a can of it's supposed to be. The reasoning is not everyone wants to drink alcohol, so this is the way that you can pretend to be drinking some type of like hard liquor, but you're not.
But
It's just
tea.
It's just tea, and then they do tea and they do sparkling water, so you can get like sparkling water. Your LaCroix, you can get LaCroix but it's like a LaCroix version of this. So.
Guess the only problem might be is if someone sees you and you're like, "Oh yeah, give me a Liquid Death," and they get it like, "What the fuck? This is just tea."
Well, yeah,
magic tea.
It's
there. You go.
Sadly, there's no THC in it or anything. It's just tea and water.
Well, if you like it, that's great, man.
Yeah, I like it. I keep buying it at least.
It's a big can.
For some reason.
Big ones.
Yeah.
You like the can?
Yeah, I like the can. The can's nice. It has a skull.
Yeah, it looks very cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's very much your aesthetic.
Is it an herbal tea or like the regular orange pico or whatever the hell you call it?
So it's green tea, agave, and vitamins.
I like green tea.
Oh, black tea. I'm sorry, it is black tea. No, it's black tea. Black tea, agave, and natural flavor. That's it.
Cool. So you'll be up all night now then drinking that.
30 milligrams of caffeine in a can. So not too much, just a small cup of coffee. Yep. Yeah.
Liquid Death, if you'd like to sponsor Super Geeked Up, please contact us. Or Francis would love to keep drinking on the show.
Yeah, sponsor me, I guess, because then it'd come to me. Otherwise, it'll just go to Jeff.
Well, no. Okay, give the tea to Francis. Give the money to the show.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it goes.
to help us repel scammers.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're right. They're probably just going to send us tea. So just send it to Francis. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you take free tea, right?
Yeah.
Anyone will take free tea.
I think everyone. Well,
I don't really like tea. I would take free milk. That's what I love.
Oh yeah.
I prefer coffee, but if it's free, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take coffee. Dunkin' or whatever.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
I freshly grind and brew my own every morning.
Oh, nice.
Places. But if I'm out in a boot, it's Tim Hortons.
Oh, there's the Canadian, yeah.
I threw it in for you there, eh?
Sorry.
Where are you in Ontario? Is that where you are?
I'm in Toronto, yeah.
Oh, okay. I've been many times. Very nice city.
I mean, it's the only way. Sorry, the last thing, but it's the only way Nickelback was able to rhyme story with sorry, because in their song they rhyme story with sorry.
Do they really?
Yeah.
The Photograph song?
No. Their original hit.
Big rock star.
Are they Canadian?
They're Canadian.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nickelback.
But we always say it's okay.
Why does everybody diss Nickelback? I thought they had some good songs.
Nickelback.
They have a couple of really good songs. Yes.
So the two artists that Canada kind of disowns a little bit is Nickelback and Justin Bieber. Those are the two.
Oh.
Justin Bieber.
Also who's had many hits though as well.
That's true.
I'm okay with Justin Bieber.
But they embrace Bare Naked Ladies, who are, I believe, Canadian.
Yes. Bare Naked Ladies is great. So, Rush,
which I believe
Ryan Reynolds as an actor.
Ryan Reynolds, yes.
All the Ryans.
All the Ryans. There's a lot of people.
Howie Mandel.
Not Patrick Stewart. Kirk.
No, Scotty. James Doohan.
James Doohan was Canadian.
Wasn't he Canadian?
I know that.
Oh no, Captain Kirk is though.
He's Canadian. Yeah.
William Shatner.
William Shatner. Oh my God, what's happening?
Oh, Jenna just joined us. Hey, Jenna, I'm a believer. She says.
You're a believer.
I'm a believer. Yeah, Justin's fine. It was exciting watching his career rise because my sons, I think they're around his age. Maybe they're a little older than him. And so they would used to watch him like on the YouTube when he first, the YouTubes, when he was first kind of coming up, and then Usher was grooming him, or now we know he was grooming him anyways. But yeah, when he was coming up, and I always thought it was, I liked watching him, and and I always knew he'd get into scandalous trouble because all child stars do. So why
Yeah.
was anyone
A
surprised?
lot do, unfortunately. So
well-
Listener Base says Canadians adore Alanis Morissette. I do. So
Yeah.
that was in college, man. Oh, I was so about Alanis Morissette.
You oughta know.
Yeah, her Jagged Little Pill album. Yeah, that's good actually.
A
That was good
lot of
impersonation.
a lot of famous Canadians.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah, tons of them. Tons of
Then
them.
they all go down to the States because there's no work here.
Yeah, we all film in Vancouver. So
That's true though. Lots of Vancouver filming. Yeah.
Oh, in Toronto too. I did background work now and again, so I'm in like What We Do in the Shadows and some of those other.
Oh,
you're
shows.
walking around.
Yeah, I'm in background. I'm in but the first time I was on What We Do in the Shadows, nobody knew what the hell it was. We just knew we were in some vampire show because it wasn't on yet. And so the one I'm in was when they go to New York City to a bar. So it's a bar scene where so I'm dancing in the bar. But and if you know anything about movie, like how things are shot, if you can find me, I'm in like 3 different places at once because they go, we're shooting here and we're shooting here, and then they move us all around.
It's just you. It's just you writing your book.
Yes.
It's always so much fun to see. And then there's another one I'm in, another show, and they told me to go stand in a doorway because they didn't need me. But then someone was watching the show. They said, Sephera, I think I saw you on the show. Did you do background? And I'm like, yeah. And then they'd taken a picture off the TV. It's like when I'm hiding because they told me not to be in the show, like in that scene.
Oh, and you wound up being
doorway.
in it? That's funny.
No, like they told me, okay, just stand in the doorway because no one's going to see you. Just chill out because we're going to have these people walk back and forth. If you know anything about, I don't know how much you know, but just walk back and forth.
I used to be a filmmaker.
45 times. So. Yeah. And then for some reason, the camera got me. I'm fine. I wasn't doing anything brutal like peeing or anything. So it was okay.
Okay, good. That's good.
Brutal, like peeing. Normally say it was something
My
brutal.
nose
I wasn't
or-
killing anybody. You're trying to.
Wasn't
punch
hitting the
anyone.
bong or anything. Yeah.
You are correct, by the way. Tammy says Jimmy Doohan was born in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Does that mean the Scottish accent was fake?
Yes.
Well, maybe it was just a Canadian accent. You guys just thought it was.
Yeah, there we go.
I know that Newfoundland has a very distinct.
Oh, they're very
accent.
thick. Yeah.
Yeah. Neil Young was born in Toronto. Jenna tells us.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so many people. All right, here we go. We could be here all day. Naming famous.
Naming famous Canadians.
Sephera Giron.ca, folks. If you want to get her website, you can also just type her name into Amazon to find all her books. She has we showed them you earlier, a whole ton of books you can check out and support her. Get them in ebook, get them in paperback. Any last thing? Is there anything? What are you working on again right now?
Oh, actually, I guess I should plug myself. I'm experimenting with writing a novel and like publishing bits as I think of it, which I guess a lot of people do. But when I write a novel, I usually write it many, many times before I send it out. So this is a brand new scary experience for me. So where I'm doing this is on Substack. So it's sephera.substack.com. And I'm on this week I'm going to upload part 36 or 37. I'm a couple of weeks behind because I've been traveling. It's called Serial Vlogger, VLOGGER, kind of like, what we're doing. It's all about like the YouTube community and all the kind of stuff.
Is this the right?
Yes,
address?
that's it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you. And so I call it a horror novel in tiny little slices, because what I'm posting isn't full chapters, but they're slices. So it's 750 to 1,500 words a week is kind of the goal I've set for myself. So and it's horror and weird stuff happens. And it's fun to do, and it's free. No one has to pay. You can just go read it. And so, like I said, I'm up.
Cool.
Yes, and you can subscribe, and then you'll get like the next section right into your mailbox if you like.
Yeah, I love Substack. I use it all the time.
Yeah. So that's kind of, and then I have some more novels and stuff coming out, but I can't talk about any of that stuff yet. And and then just at this convention, I fine-tuned that I can talk about now that I'm going to be editing an anthology about the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast place at Lizzie Borden, the crimes and all that. So I'm going to be open to submissions. I'm working with Riverdale Avenue Books on that. And so I'll be taking submissions 1,000 to 5,000 words around anything to do with Lizzie Borden.
Did you say Riverdale?
Awesome. Yeah, she's
not
Riverdale.
Archie
It's
Riverdale.
not, but they're not
Archie,
but it's Riverdale, New York. I know every time I talk to her. Well, I'm published by Riverdale. I have a whole Witch Upon a Star series with Riverdale Avenue Books too.
I love the play on words. I love that horror does more play on words than anything else, really. Horror does a lot of play on words. I really love it.
Yeah.
By the way, Tammy tells us that Doohan did try out a pirate accent for Scotty. Oh boy.
Oh.
Captain, I'm giving you all she's got.
Captain, you gotta walk the plank. It's not working, Captain. Sorry.
All it took was that one actor. I want to say like one actor dude in like the 40s made up a pirate accent, and now it's every pirate accent. I just love that.
Francis, that's exactly how they spoke. I don't know
what I just want to do an accent that like.
Did you listen to those any of those old pirate recordings from like 1700s?
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh, those pirate recordings in the 1700s.
They're singing their sea shanties.
They sound like that, or Jack Sparrow. That's the only option.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Jack Sparrow doesn't sound like a typical pirate. That's true.
No.
Well, he sounds like Keith Richards because that's who.
Yes, that's right. That's his inspiration is Keith Richards.
All right. Before we get out of here, you can see Francis over at.
Yeah, POI podcast. We did one last night where we talked about this YouTuber that eats old and new meals ready to eat. He's an army guy named Steve 1989, and he says the same things over and over again. I love him. I want to buy all of his stuff. I want to wear his products because he's just a positive, nice dude, but also he sounds like a surfer. And he's great. So yeah.
Awesome. You go to sinceresarcasm.net. That's Francis' website as well.
Yeah, I update it now. There's the latest episode of this show as well as POI is on there. So check that out.
Awesome. Supergeekedup.com, folks. And patreon.com/supergeekedup.
Jenna, don't talk about that.
Uh-oh.
Well, thank you so much for having me on the show tonight.
Thank
you.
you.
I had a
absolute
really
pleasure.
good time. This
You're
is
awesome.
a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, Sephera. Yes, and last week, if you didn't miss last week's show, Francis did a Rod Stewart accent, then we all started doing our Rod Stewart.
Do you have, Sephera, do you have a Rod Stewart accent?
No. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. I don't know.
So she's actually singing nice.
Yeah, she's singing nice. Yeah, she's
not terrible like we were doing last week.
Yeah, see,
that's more like what we were doing.
That's the voice.
Like gravelly. I can't.
Though,
I don't have enough phlegm.
After though, you inspired me. I went to listen to All for Love, right? The Brian.
Oh, did you really?
And he does not. He's no anywhere near as gravelly as you were.
No, because he has two other singers to back him up.
No,
but when it's him by
Stop.
himself, it's
You're
it's him
so
by himself.
anti-Rod Stewart. He's a good singer.
I'm gonna do it. He's awful. He's awful.
No, he's not.
He's awful.
People love him, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't make him awful. It's him, and of course, never mind. I can't remember the artist's name anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's another musician who has like, he sings like this. He's that's his music.
I think I know who you mean, but I can't.
Yeah. Sephera. Sorry.
Bob Dylan.
That's it.
He sings like this. I'm singing. He's you know what? He's a great writer, but he shouldn't.
Yeah,
sing
he
his
has
songs.
amazing songs, but everyone else needs to sing them.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right. Next week we'll find out what other popular epic musicians Francis disses. He'll work his way through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, folks, until he criticizes everyone.
Neil Young.
I'm not sure what the Neil Young was
I'm
doing.
gonna have to listen to Neil Young. I could probably do a Neil Young
All right. Thank you very much, Sephera. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks, for watching. We appreciate it, except the spammers. But thank you, everybody else.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you for watching in post. We'll be back next week with our buddies from Laguna Studios. Lori and Sarah will be here.
Oh, that's nice.
With a new comic project. We'll see you. So next week, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.